Hi everyone, welcome back. If you're getting settled, start in a seated position. So I took my meditation cushion in between my feet. And to support as I sit on the shins, if you would like to sit cross-legged, you can. If you'd rather sit without anything in between your feet, directly on, you can do that as well. We'll give it a couple minutes here as we're still getting settled. And then we'll get started with our practice. If you'd like to practice with music today, you can go onto my Spotify account, Joe Komar, Komar, and you'll be able to pull up any playlist from that list. There are many out there, so you're welcome to choose one. Today's a fit class, and I label them fit and flow because I made them specifically on certain days for certain classes, but really when you're practicing, you can choose either playlist will work with the class. So you can go either way and just choose one. If you kind of scan it, maybe you'll recognize some of the songs, but all of them, it will take you on an adventure energetically as you move your body. So you really can't go wrong there. One more minute. As you remain seated, if you are just joining us, welcome. We're going to start seated. You could sit on your shins. You can sit cross-legged. Anywhere you feel comfortable with your head above your heart. I'd say this will draw us to a different alertness to start our practice versus lying down. Once you arrive in your seat, palms on your thighs. So welcome back, everyone. It is Saturday, the last day of October, I believe, right? 31st. Yes, tomorrow is November 1st. Last day of October 2020. We are here. I'm so glad you made and carved out the space to have a practice. And we're continuing to move through all of the energy, pulling it into our practice. Continuation of yesterday, if you practiced with us in the flow. There's a lot of energy going on out there. It doesn't mean, we have this one practice and it disperses and it all goes away. So if you continue to feel, that's the most important part. And connect to your breath. You'll find the shapes in the body, fill out the shapes, and perhaps by the time we step off our mat, we'll feel a little more full, fulfilled, at peace or calm. Now that we're here, let's go ahead and close the eyes down. Soften the shoulders by allowing the elbows to soften in by your sides. For the next hour, I know there can be many distractions around you at home or wherever you're practicing with us today. But see if you can go nonverbal for the next hour other than the audible nature of your breath. So even if somebody else or the kids trickle into your experience, see if you can simply observe that energy. You remain nonverbal. And I know we've experienced everything from the dogs crawling on us in pigeon to the kids climbing on our backs in tabletop. So, anything comes up. See if you can go nonverbal for the next hour and stay in your breath and continue to flow, whatever that looks like for you today. Let's take 3 breaths together. Exhale all the air from your body. Feel the release. And then inhale deeply through your nose for 3, 2, 1. Exhale, release the air from your body. 3, 2, 1. And 2 more like that. Breathe in together. 3, 2, 1. And exhale for 3, 2, 1. Last time. Breathe in. 3, 2, 1. And breathe out for 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and observe. Be still. Use 3 breaths. And like I always enjoy introducing you to this 3 breaths, these 3 breaths, and can change the course, the direction, the feeling, the vibration. You may notice that subtle shift in a matter of 3 breaths. As you're ready, start to bring your eyes back into your space, and we'll come into a child's pose. If you turn sideways like me, let's turn, face the top of your mat, spread your knees so they're mat width apart. Crawl your hands forward and come out into a child's pose. And take your forehead, rest the center of your forehead into the mat. Feel your arms today, feel your hips today, a little sway today. Gentle rock into one hip crease and then back into the other. You can keep your arms active in your child's pose as you square your hips. And seal your lips and begin to breathe in through your nose, out through your nose here. On your next inhale, rise up, tabletop, all fours. The knees walk in underneath your hips, set your hands. And feel the mat underneath your fingers and step back, right leg first. Tuck your toes, pull your belly in already, float your left leg back, tuck your toes. And feel it work out those kinks. And from sitting in your hips or in your knees. Plank pose, drawing the neck out of the shoulder girdle. Take your gaze forward, say 6 inches beyond the top edge of your mat. As you firm your belly through the exhale, lift your tailbone first, and then draw your hips back, come into a downward facing dog. You reset the feet as you need to. You see this all the time in practice when you come into your first down dog, and you're not necessarily sweating. You could be a little slippery on your mat, so if you're on a towel, you can remove the towel. If that helps give you a better grip, hands or feet to the ground. Light pedal, bend one knee, bend the other knee. And breathe around the edges and your shoulders. And feel your neck today. Feel your energy today. Okay, let's light it up. And then illuminate that light, share the light. Let the light be your flow as you go deep inside, confronting some of these sensations, not easy. But let that light come through, and so we can share it. Back into your down dog, legs straight. Low belly in, tailbone lifts up. Gaze to your hands, lift your heels, and bend your knees, walk to the top of your mat. Feet forward, big toes together, and forward fold. Hands to your shins, inhale, lift halfway, lengthen your spine. Exhale, forward fold. Stand up, inhale, rise, circle the arms up. Exhale, bring your hands into your heart center. And feel your feet, pause here, chin to your chest. And feel your fingertips touching one another. Ride the breath up and through the spine vertically. Shoulders down, gaze forward, and release your arms by your side bodies. Inhale, reach your arms up, palms face. Exhale, dive, forward fold through your midline. Inhale, lift halfway, lengthen your spine. Exhale, forward fold. If your legs are really tight, bend the knees. Inhale, rise, stand up, reach up, then straighten your legs. Exhale, hands circle into your heart. Inhale, circle the arms up, palms face. And exhale, dive through your midline, forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway, pull your heart in front. And exhale, forward fold. Take it up, inhale, rise, stand, reach, legs straight. Exhale, hands to your heart center, breathe through it. Inhale, circle the arms up, palms face. Exhale, dive through your midline, forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway, listen here. Left foot steps back into a lunge, lower the knee down. Untuck your back toes, push into the top of your back foot, rise up, arms reach to the ceiling. You can back off, tilt your tailbone down. And as you extend your breath up your spine, on the exhale, bend into your front leg. And feel that in your hips, in your thighs, in your belly, and of course all the way up through your back. Keep your legs as they are. Bring your left arm under your right arm. Eagle wrap your arms. And bind your forearms. And as you turn into your breath, soften your chin. Pull your navel in, then slide your elbows up. Feel your shoulders on your back for 3. Take a deep breath into it on 2. And finish your exhale. Release the arms. Bring your hands down onto the ground. Inhale, tuck your back toes. And then lift your back knee. Look forward. Straighten your front leg any amount. Let that hamstring open up a little bit. Use your belly rounded through your upper spine. Inhale. And then bend your knees. Exhale. Step your left foot to the top of your mat. Inhale. Lift halfway. Pull your heart out in front. And exhale. Fold. Step your right foot back onto the mat. Big step. Lower your right knee. Untuck your back toes. Press down through the top of the foot. Rise up. Arms over your head. And so we can stand up first. And before we deepen the lunge, that way we're containing the body. We're pulling and lifting in action with our muscles. And then as you exhale, start to bend deeper into your front leg. And feel it in your hips, in your legs, belly and back. Right arm under your left arm. Eagle arms. Wrap it up. And cross your forearms into your wrists. Humble your chin. So this is going to help. Base of the neck, top of the shoulders. Inhale. And now slide the elbows up. And feel that in the back body. Stay with your breath for 3. 2. Finish the exhale on 1. Release the hands back down onto the ground. Tuck your back toes. Lift your right knee. Slide your gaze forward. Feel it in your legs. Straighten your front leg out. Open up the hamstring. Might feel a little tight. And the belly draws in as the back body rounds. Support your lower spine. Got it. Inhale, little bend to both knees. And exhale, step your right foot to the top of the mat. Inhale, lift halfway, slowly opening. Exhale, forward fold. Let it feel good. Inhale, rise. Circle the arms, stand up, reach. Exhale, bring your hands into your heart center. Inhale, circle the arms back up. Look up. Exhale, dive through your midline. Flex your core every time. Inhale, lift halfway. Plant the hands, step back into a high plank. And so if we draw it to the legs, firm to the hands, upper back wraps in. Take an inhale. Bend your arms, lower halfway. Slowly, chaturanga. Tops of the feet, inhale, press, upward facing dog, smooth. And exhale, more length in the back body, downward facing dog. And pull it into your legs. Very common to dump the weight of down dog into your hands, into your shoulders. So take your right big toe on the back of your left ankle. Press your left heel down and keep lifting your tailbone up. So feel how that's drawn you into your legs in your down dog. Even weight in your hands and then switch. Bring your right foot back inside. Take your left big toe on the back of your right heel. And so feel that difference in your quadricep, the top of your right leg muscle. And then notice the difference in sensation in your wrists or in your shoulders. Bring your left foot back inside and then keep it in your legs. And see how that feels lighter. If it's still tight in the shoulders, wrap your elbows in, and you'll feel your shoulder blades spread apart. Excellent. Breathe in, lift your heels up. Bend your knees, exhale, 2 steps to the top. Feet are hip-width distance apart. Peace fingers, hook your big toes. Bend your knees if you need to, pull your heart forward. Flat back, draw your belly, and then fold elbows wide. And you can breathe to straighten your legs. You think as you're opening up your hamstrings, breathing into them, you're unlocking any compression that is sitting down into your lower spine. Use your core, especially as you go to tilt your pelvis forward, and you're drawing the lower half of your bum up. And breathe right into your hamstrings, back of your legs. Little bend to the knees. Inhale, lift halfway, arms straight, elbows in. And as you exhale, come on back down, forward fold. Release your toes, heel toe your feet together. And big toes touch. Let's feel it. Bend your legs, rock the weight into the heels. My hands are still on the ground. And then reach your arms forward and up, Utkatasana. Lift the belly off of your thighs. And draw your outer hips back. Keep your belly off your thighs as you pull your heart forward. And then a little lift to the chin. Take a breath in. And stand up. Bring your hands to your heart. Straight legs, tailbone down. Nice. Inhale, reach your arms up. And exhale, dive, forward fold. Hands to the mat, belly in like a crunch. Inhale, lift halfway. Step your left foot back into a lunge. Keep your knee lifted. Adjust your right foot out slightly. And feel that broad base. Set your left hand flat. Okay, drawing up the left arm, reach your right arm to the ceiling and twist. And you'll feel there's some range in movement in your back foot, and where you can bring the weight forward into your toes, or you can rock the weight back into the ball of the foot. So find the ball of the foot and yet lift the heel off the ground. And so you're stretching the arch, and then reach your right arm, twist a little deeper. And bring your gaze and right hand down. Check it out. Straighten your front leg. You've been here, but you're a little wider in your base. Flip your right toes up and keep your hands where they are. Your right toes are drawing back towards your shin. Keep your gaze forward. Bend your back leg, and then bring that left knee down onto the ground. Okay, your right leg is straight. See, we didn't put any weight into your low back. And then we're building the breath into the hamstring, elongating from the heel to the hip. 3 breaths. Best you can, hands didn't move, shoulders away from your ears. And breath is strong. As you inhale, come forward back to your lunge, lift your left knee. And so now you're deeper in your lunge. Right knee over your right heel, float your arms by your sides. Let it be your lightest power lunge ever. As in ever in your life. As in October 31st, 2020 has never happened before. And as far as we know, it's never going to happen again. So you can take that and drill down even deeper into this breath. Okay, as you feel what you feel, contain, lightness, draw, and express. You got it. Bring your hands down onto the mat. Step your right foot back into a high plank. And feet are hip-width distance apart. Plugged in, pubic bone to your chin. Bend your arms lower halfway, and then press back up to a high plank, and lift your hips into a downward facing dog. Adjust your feet if you need to. Lift your tailbone, and we'll work it out. Breathe. The inner thighs stretching the back body, creating more space for the low back. Big toes together, lift your heels up. Bend your knees, take 2 big steps to the top of the mat. Use your core. Inhale, lift halfway. And exhale, fold. Right foot steps back to lunge. Broaden your base. Move your left foot a little wider. And feel your knees split. Take your right hand down flat. You draw up the arm. Reach your left arm up towards the ceiling. Lunge twist. If you're experiencing the tightness in your outer hips, turn your front toes out a little bit. Create space to pull your heart And from the base of your spine forward, shoulders away from your ears. One more inhale. Exhale, gaze and left hand down. Let it square through your chest. Gaze forward, straighten your front leg. And feel it in that wider base. Now lift your front toes off the mat. And so the hands stay out in front. And toes draw back to the shin, and my belly is coming in, right? Practice this, keeping the weight out of your low spine. Start to bend your right leg. That's your back leg. And slowly bring your right knee all the way down onto the ground. Left leg stays straight, and you should feel it in your hamstring. Of course, if your body is really tight, you'll feel it other places, but keep breathing and to break through and to connect your core as you support upper back, inner thighs, and your belly at the same time. Start to bend your front leg so your foot is flat. As you go flat, lift your right knee. You're in a long lunge. Feel your feet. Knees on spread, hips square. Float your arms back by your sides. Okay, now on this side, the lightest power lunge. And shoulders back. Knit the ribs in. Feel your core hovering your belly off of your waist. You got it. And stay with it. You might even lunge a little bit deeper for your last inhale. Exhale, bring your hands down onto the mat. Step your left foot back. Feet are hip width. Palms set, belly in. Draw your gaze forward. Bend your arms. Yogi push up. You got it, nice and light. Press back up, high plank. Exhale, lift your hips, downward facing dog. And these legs and these hips should not feel the same as when you started your practice today. Breathe into it. Heel toe your feet together so your big toes touch. Lift your heels up, bend your knees. Exhale, walk or little hop. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Eagle wrap left arm under your right arm in your forward fold. You take the weight out of your toes, press down into your heels. Feel your thighs. Inhale, lift halfway. Suck the belly in. And then exhale, rise all the way up. Feel your feet. Squeeze your glutes. Breathe through your shoulders. Bend your legs. Sit down. And eagle wrap your left leg over your right leg. Point your left toes down. Square your pelvis. And feel this draw towards your midline and to expand your back body and your hips and your shoulders. With your inhale, rise. Lift your left knee up in front. Exhale, bring your left foot down. Unwrap your eagle arms. Place your hands onto your hips. A powerful stance down through your left foot. Hover your right knee in front of you. Point your toes and toe taps to the mat. Exhale, lift the knee. Pulse. Down, up, down, up. So my chest, gaze, and standing leg really don't move. Pulse. 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 Pulse for 10. Pulse. 9. 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. Feel this right hip crease. 2. And 1. Step your right foot down. Big toes together. Inhale, reach your arms up. Interlace your fingers. Release the index. And it's a great combination. Side bend left. And feel your legs strong as you roll your tailbone down. Lift your heart and side bend. And stretch out of your right hip crease into your side body. Feel it. And with your inhale, rise back up to center. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart. All the weight into your right foot. Lift your left knee in front. And kick your left leg straight back. And now feel that strength and having opened as you come into a toppling tree. Hips square. From the space in the back of your right leg, point your left toes back, pull your heart forward, and hinge until your entire body is parallel. And from the crown of your head to your left toes, 3 more breaths. Breathe in through your nose, out through your nose. Use the strength in your upper back to inhale, rise, bring your feet together. And exhale, bring your arms by your sides. A light lift to your chin. Feel the space. Take a breath in. Soften your chin down as you take a breath out. Follow the breath. Inhale, arms up, look up, stretch. Exhale, dive. Feel that belly in like a crunch, forward fold. Inhale to lift halfway. Turn your shoulders out. Plant the hands, bend the knees, step back into a high plank, please. Big toes together, inhale, shift forward. Exhale, bend the arms, elbows straight back, chaturanga. Tops of the feet, inhale, upward facing dog. Feel it, exhale, and lift your hips, downward facing dog. Even lighter. Down dog, such a great place to check in, head below your heart. Never a great time to check out as we continue this adventure, non-verbal and yet audible with our breath, and for the entire hour. Lips sealed, breathe in, big toes together. And exhale, you could walk our little baby hop to the top. Inhale, lift halfway. Sound effects welcome. Exhale, forward fold. Eagle wrap, right arm under your left arm. It's not to say that is easy, but we practice to present everything with ease. Lift halfway, draw your belly in, and then rise all the way up to stand with your eagle arms. Squeeze your glutes, feel your feet. It feels like you're taking a breath underneath your shoulder blades. And then bend your legs, sit down. Cross your right leg over your left leg, eagle legs, wrap it up. You're squeezing into your midline, into the extreme tightness of the outer hips. You'll feel it. To the extreme tightness of your shoulders and your neck. You'll feel it. Be kind with your mind. Breathe into those tight spots in your body. Maintain your focus. It's a great place to start your practice. And keep the eagle arms. Inhale, rise. Lift your right knee in front. Exhale, step down. Then release your arms, hands to your hips. And stand tall. Weight into your right heel. Float your left knee up in front of you. Point your left toes down. Tap the toes to the ground. Exhale, lift the knee up. 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 Keep that going. Pulsing the flexion of your psoas, using your hip flexors, chest, gaze, and right leg, and remain relatively still, best you can. We got it. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Left foot down. Inhale, arms up. Interlace the fingers, release the index, and side bend to the right. And feel it as you draw the stretch to your left side body. The lower side of your abdomen. As your feet ground, wrap your bum under. And so you're feeling the lift out of your low back, and then you continue to side bend. And with your inhale, rise back to center. Exhale, bring your hands into your heart. Okay, let's use that weight into your left foot. Lift your right knee in front and kick your right leg straight back. Point your toes, square your pelvis, and as you hinge, lead with your chest toppling tree. The openness of the hamstring and the awareness of your core and your palms in your front of your heart center help support you to balance here on one leg. 3 breaths. Strong upper back, slowly rise, bring your feet together. Take a breath, arms by your sides, little elevation to your chin. And exhale, soften your chin down. Feel your feet, inhale, arms up, follow them with your gaze. Exhale, dive, belly crunches as you fold. You're getting a core workout in your forward folds. Inhale, lift halfway. Bend the knees, plant the hands, step back into a high plank. Okay, super easy in your flow. Bend your arms, chaturanga. Tops of the feet, inhale, go forward, and then up dog, arms straight. And exhale, lift your hips. Come back into your downward facing dog. 3 breaths. And discover more in the downward facing dog. All this should be unlocking and releasing any tension in your low spine. Inhale, look at your hands. Exhale, right foot steps in between. Lower your left knee down. And this time, keep your front leg bent. Untuck your back toes. Inhale, arms up to the sky. And then twist left elbow, palms in prayer, outside your right knee. Okay, ideally above the knee into the outer thigh. Okay, now feel it. Bend your right leg more. And you should get a sensation top of your left thigh, deeper into your hip crease. As you start to draw your hips back, reach your arms up, tailbone down, belly in. Curl your back toes under for balance, and then hips back, right leg goes straight, and reach your arms forward like Utkatasana. And keep pulling your heart up. Tendency is to want to lift the chin. Let the chin soften a little bit until your butt, if it can sit all the way down onto your left heel. Keep your arms reaching out. Feel it in the back of your right leg. Keep your belly in. You got it. Touch the hands down. Look down, come back to your lunge. Set your hands flat. Lift your left knee, swing your right leg back. 3-legged dog. Point the toes. Exhale, right knee to your right elbow. Inhale, kick back, point the toes. Exhale, knee to your left elbow. Notice how light kick back your right leg is. Step through, step forward, both feet to the top. Inhale, lift halfway. And exhale, forward fold. Take it up, inhale, rise, arms reach, interlace the fingers. And release the index, side bend to the right. And put all the weight into your left foot, hover your right foot. And then move your right leg out to the side. Point your toes away from your ankle. You lift your right leg as high as you can as you maintain the side bend. And slowly bring your right foot back down next to your left. Feel your right foot plant. Inhale, lift your left knee up in front. Open your left knee. Without your hands, place your foot to your inner thigh. If you're touching your knee, place your foot into your inner calf. Reach up tall. The biceps are squeezing the sides of the head. Palms still together. Hey, you might feel 6 inches taller through your upper body. That's a strong base. And bring your hands back down. Awesome. Turn your left knee forward and step your left foot down. Big toes touch. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, dive, fold, crunch, belly in, work your core. Inhale, lift halfway, lengthen. Plant the hands, bend the knees, step back into a high plank. And bring your left hand to the center line of your mat. Roll to the outer edge of your left foot. Legs together, reach your right arm up, Vashisthasana. Side planked into hover your right leg. Point those toes away from the ankle. You just did it. Now you're sideways. Breathe for 3, 2. Legs together first. Look down, support that shoulder, and then pivot, come back, and down onto your knees. Tabletop, please. Ooh, sway your hips once to the left, and sway your hips once to the right. Spread your knees so they're mat width apart. Keep your bum where it is. Slide your left arm behind your right armpit. Come down onto your shoulder. And that arm that was just supporting you in your side plank. Feel your head soften down into the ground. Take 3 breaths here, please. At the end of your exhale, slide your left arm out. Come back up to your hands. 2 hands, bring your knees together. Inner thighs, tuck your toes. Exhale, press back, downward facing dog. Tailbone up. And feel the right side of your body versus the left side of your body. Big toes together. Like I said, lift your heels. Bend your knees. Exhale, walk or little hop to the top. Inhale, halfway rise. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, take it up. Arms reach, interlace the fingers. And release the index fingers. Lift up, side bend to the left. And feel your side bend as you put all the weight down into your right foot, anchor. Hover your left foot and then move your leg out to the left. Point your toes away from your ankle. Left leg can lift a little bit higher. Feel your glute. Keep reaching tall. Bring your left foot down and feel that left heel anchor into the ground. That's it right there. Hover your right knee up in front. Open your right knee. Place your foot to the inner thigh or to the inner calf. If it's touching the knee, make sure you slide it down onto the calf. No hands. And then you're reaching up. Shoulders rooting down, ribs in. Feel lots of effort connecting to the muscles in the upper back and maintaining that connection to your belly. All the way down through your standing leg, and then turn your right knee forward. Step your right foot down. Take a breath in. Exhale your hands to your heart center. Feel your shoulders soften. Let's go. Inhale, circle the arms, reach up. Exhale, dive, belly crunch, forward fold. Inhale to lift halfway. Plant the palms, bend the knees, step your left and right foot back into plank. Inner thigh squeeze. Take your right hand to the center under your face. Roll to the outer edge of your right foot, side plank. And stack your hips, shoulders, left arm reaches up. And gazes sideways. Float your top leg up. Point the toes away from your ankle. And breathe into it. Bring your left leg back down to your right leg. Look down. And then bring your left hand back to the ground. Nice. Set your high plank. Breathe in through your nose. And exhale. Lift your hips. Downward facing dog. And right foot stays where it is. Lift your left leg up. Nice and light. Exhale. Knee to your left elbow. Inhale. Kick your left leg back. Exhale to your right elbow. Inhale. Kick back and up. Exhale, step through, step forward, both feet to the top. Inhale, lift halfway. And exhale, forward fold. Let's go, rise. Inhale, reach up, look up. Exhale, dive, crunch your belly as you fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Plant, step back, take a flow, elbows in, chaturanga. Inhale, tops of the feet, upward facing dog. Exhale, lift your hips. Downward facing dog. Come down onto your knees. Spread your knees mat width. Take your right arm across under your left armpit. Come down onto your shoulder. And feel the breath work through the rotation so you're still enjoying length on your inhale. And depth connects on your exhale. But when you rotate, you're going to meet the resistance of the rotation as you breathe in. But keep the breath drawing up through the inhale and then drawing inward to go a little deeper on the exhale. And slide your right arm out, come back to all fours, and bring your knees all the way together so that your inner thighs touch. Keep your legs together, come down onto your forearms, interlace your fingers, cross your thumbs. And take a breath. Feel it here. If you just press down into your elbows, okay, you can go from collapsing in the shoulders to lifting up out of the shoulders. Okay, so collapse in the shoulders and chest fall. Feel that. Press through your elbows and lift out of your shoulders. So I'm dramatizing it. Collapse again. Right, you should be able to see that. And then press through your forearms and lift out of your shoulders. So stay lifted. Right foot back, tuck your toes. Left foot back, tuck your toes. Forearm plank pose. Well-rounded breaths. No clench in the face. Release tension from the jaw. Pubic bone in towards the chin. And we are set. Strong legs, firm belly, and engaged through your upper back. There is a firmness in your belly which I invite you to recognize and reinvigorate when you get to Warrior 2 today. And feel this firmness here. Okay, this is your tailbone down, and this is your belly in. These are your ribs. These are your legs. This is your breath right now. Inhale. Exhale up to your left hand, up to your right hand. Spread your fingers, shift forward, and then lift your bum. Exhale, downward facing dog. Adjust your feet as you need to. And feel your arms, feel your entire back body a little bit longer. Down dogs in your legs, weight in the heels. Inhale, float your right leg up. Exhale, step your right foot all the way through. Left leg is straight. Inhale, rise, arms over your head, reach up. And then exhale, firm the belly in the Warrior 2 transition. Pause when your arms get to the T and gaze over your right hand. Breath is still moving. You press the front of your hips out towards the wall you're facing. Flip the right palm. Inhale to reverse and bind. Left arm behind your lower spine. And so you could see that as you slide the left hand around your right side body. And keep with your lunge and then reach your right arm up and reach your right arm back. Keep your bind. Bring your right arm back. You're in Warrior 2. Straighten your right leg. Pivot your right toes in. Nice. Turn your left toes out and then pivot your right heel high. Reach your right arm forward like a half power lunge. Okay, your left arm is in the bind. Bring your right hand down onto the ground. Pull your heart forward and then twist. Open your chest to the left. And breathe into the chest. Left shoulder. Ring it out. Kick through your back heel and keep twisting for 3, 2, and gaze down. Left hand slides down the back and bring your left hand back to the mat. Bend your right knee, step your right foot to your left foot, big toes together. Nice. Soften your chin, take a breath in and feel it as you fold. Your hands are probably closer to the ground. And swing your left ankle behind your right ankle, pinky toes meet. Once you got the pinky toes together, separate the heels apart. And then you can stay hands on the ground. You can go hands on the head or interlace the fingers. If you want more openness and for your chest and your shoulders behind your low back. And wherever you are, balance the breath. And then exhale, you can go in with that direction of breath and to explore your body today. If your hands are on the ground, hands to your hips. Inhale, lift halfway. And then exhale, rise all the way up to stand. Your legs are still crisscrossed. Ooh. Feel that outer left hip. Balance. Focus. Release your grip. Take your arms over your head. And you've done it all afternoon. Interlace the fingers on top. Press down through your right heel. Press down into your left heel. And then side bend to the right. Yes, see if you get a little bit more. With your legs crossed. And draw the inner thighs best you can. And slowly rise up to center. Exhale your hands to your heart. Humble your chin. Okay, now all we got to do is look down. And we got to get this left foot back inside your right foot. So slowly slide your left foot back. And then bring it around. It's going to want to float. Ground that left heel. Curl your right heel into your bottom and reach back with your right hand for the inside of your right foot, ankle, or shin. Left arm up. Chest comes through and gaze forward. Breathe into your dancer's pose today. Inhale, slowly rise. Breath control. Feel that expression in your body. Right foot down, arms down by your sides. And feel your feet reset. Yes, firm your belly. Stand tall. Draw your navel in, chest up. Excellent. Palms together in front of your heart. Pop your heels. Tailbone down. Belly in, chest proud. And we start to lower for 10. 9. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Set your bum to your heels. Steady your gaze in front. And relax your jaw if it got all tight. It's good. Go right through it. Take your hands down to the ground, please. And step your left leg back. And step your right leg back. Come into a high plank. Hey, you can do this. Take an inhale. 10 yogi push-ups. Let's go. 1, 2, 3. Belly in. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Press back, downward facing dog. Separate your feet as wide as your mat. So extra wide stance with your feet. Feel your hands, let your chest take a deeper, deeper dive. And breathe in through the nose, breathe out through the nose. You draw up through your forearms, out of your shoulders, and step your feet back together. Inhale, lift your left leg up. Exhale, big step, left foot all the way through. Kick through your right heel, so my right leg is straight. Inhale, rise, arms up, crescent warrior. Exhale, pivot your back heel down, warrior 2. Firm the belly. Hey, working on that. Firm the belly in warrior 2. And your arms get into a T, pause, and then you can deepen your lunge from there. Flip your left palm, inhale to reverse your warrior 2, right arm behind your low back. Back of the hand around the outside of your left hip. And stay with your lunge as you reach up, shoulders down, and reach back. You're doing great. Feel that breath lift in through the subtle twist. Keep your right arm, bring your left arm back in warrior 2. Straighten your left leg, pivot your left toes in. Pivot your right toes forward. A square, back heel high. In one arm, power lunge, left arm forward. Yes, bring your left hand down onto the ground. And then start to lengthen and twist, open through the right side of your chest with the bind. And breathe into it. Bring your gaze back down. And bring your right hand down all the way around onto the ground. And take your breath in. Nice. Left foot plants. Kick your right leg back up. Three-legged downward facing dog. Feel your right leg release. Breathe in through your nose. And exhale. Step your right foot through. Step your left foot forward. Both feet to the top. Inhale to lift halfway. Lengthen. And exhale, forward fold. Take your right ankle behind your left. Bring your pinky toes to meet. Separate your heels apart. And you can stay hands down onto the ground. You can go hands on your head, or you're welcome to continue in the arms and the shoulders today. Hands behind your low back. Feel your feet, and then reach your knuckles up. And see if you're holding it up at the base of your neck. Let your chin soften in. You root with your belly even though you're upside down. If your hands are on the ground, bring your hands to your hips and lift halfway. And slowly draw all the way up. Keep your legs on the crisscross. Ooh, if you're really tight in your outer hip flexors, you'll feel it's going to try to spring you to the right. Release your grip. Reach your arms over your head, interlace your fingers. And plug into that right heel. Plug into your left heel. Side bend to the left. Any amount. Way to center. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart. Look down towards your feet. Okay, release your arms down. Weight into your left heel. Slide your right toes back. And then bring your right foot inside. Plant that heel. Curl your left heel into your bum. And pick up the inside of your foot, ankle, or shin. Right arm comes up. And dancer's pose today. And kick down, kick back into your left hand. With your inhale, rise slowly. Left foot down, right arm by your side. Bring your big toes together. Ooh, bring your hands to your heart center. Lift your heels up, squeeze the knees, proud chest. Firm the belly, take the weight out of your low spine. And begin to bend your legs for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, bum to your heels. Feel your breath, soften your jaw. Nice job, everyone. Take your gaze and hands to the mat and step your right foot back and step your left foot back. High plank, high push-up. Feel that space, draw in, you can do it. Take an inhale. Bend the arms, exhale, lower, 10, press up, 9, 8, 7, 6, elbows in, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Press back into your downward dog. Tailbone up. Yes, we've been on the arms for a few days, everyone. Feel it. Feel it. In through your back, come down onto your knees, please. Child's pose. And if you'd like a little sip before your child's pose, take a little sip. Snuck one in. And take your bum back. And bring your forehead down. And feel as you land right here in this body, in this moment. Simple, beautiful moment of connection, unity, and compassion. And I like to say that feeling and where your cup feels a little bit more full, walk your hands in towards you. And then let's give ourselves some space behind to recline. So crawl your knees forward. Knees are mat width apart, big toes together. And there's a space in between your heels and for your pelvis to settle. Start with your hands behind, arms straight. And feel your quads stretch. Slide your glutes down, tilt your pelvis. And as you come back onto your forearms, and you feel that temperature and sensation to your body. And draw with your belly all the way back down onto your shoulders. You stay with me, that's it. And through your breath, 1 hour, nonverbal communication in self, through self, and still yet able to observe all the energy, any of the distractions that appear. And use your elbows and draw your belly and start to come back up onto your hands. Bring your knees together towards each other. Sit onto your heels, hands on your lap. And let's explore one camel Ustrasana pose. Stand up onto your knees. Knees hip width, palms to your bum, fingertips point down. Elbows in. Shoulders roll away from your ears and lift up through your heart. Your gaze can follow. Elbows in, press down through your shins. Make sure there's no weight in your lower back. Fill up with breath. This could feel like quite the adjustment. Belly in, gaze forward. Keep your belly in as you sit down slowly and come back onto your heels. And rest your hands in your lap, soften your chin. You're welcome to close your eyes. Ooh. And feel the breath bring you back. Inhale, open the eyes. And hands to the ground, step back to a high plank first. Straight legs. From plank, left knee outside your left wrist, single pigeon. Right leg is already there, straight and strong. Slide the knee back. And come forward and down onto your elbows. And today it might feel nice, stretch your arms all the way out in front. Feel the hands on the ground. That'll take your pelvis back a little bit, and it might get you a little deeper into your outer hip stretch, and your forehead can come down to the mat. And based on what we've done today, you may see and feel that you are deeper than you've ever been in your pigeon pose before. Kind of cool. And press through your hands, hover your head. And breathe in, breathe out, walk your hands back in. Curl your back toes, lift the knee, arms straight, and then slide your left foot back into a high plank. Good enough in plank. Right knee outside your right wrist, turn your heel in. In single pigeon, your left leg is already there. And slide it back, pelvis square. And come down onto your forearms. And you're welcome to soften your chin here. Today it might feel nice, straighten your arms. And your body's open for it. And then use the hands to draw your hips back and down. And you might feel deeper on this side of your pigeon. Go ahead and lift your head. Inhale, exhale. Walk your hands back in. Lean off onto your right hip. Swing your left leg around in front of you. And both legs straight out in front. And feel that release from your outer hips. Hands behind. Shake your legs out a little bit. And good shake. And then with your hands set behind you, turn your fingertips forward so they're pointing towards your feet. Bring your legs together. So as you roll your shoulders under, press through your hands, lift your hips, point your toes. Okay, arms straight, tilt the gaze up, point your toes, see if you can get your feet flat in your inverted plank pose. Tailbone down, pubic bone to your chin for 3, 2, slowly bring your hips down. Excellent. Cross your legs, come into a seat like we started. You face forward, I'm going to turn and face you. Back of your hands on your inner thighs, palms up. You are welcome to close your eyes. You should feel like, whoa, where did we go? What do we do? Sometimes it's all a flash. Untethered, a little less attached. Breath giving you the energy versus the expectation, anticipation of your mind. Right? Here's the thing. People go round and round and round in their mind. Well, I have the energy. Can I do it? All you got to do is practice showing up. It will happen. And those 3 breaths and that we practice at the very beginning, we all have the ability. He sets us into an incredible space energetically that is equal, that is trustworthy. And our mat offers us in this reminder and the best part of all the relationships that we have in our life, including the relationship we have with ourselves. Trust. Take a moment here, palms together in front of your heart, bow your chin, and please seal your practice in. Such an incredible force, and to draw all of this through your body. When you're ready, drink some water, and please turn around to lie down onto your backs and lie flat. Feel open in your final resting pose today, Shavasana. As you lie down into your final resting pose, release your breath. Let it become natural. If you're exhausted, great. If you're not exhausted and you feel like you could go for another hour, then just go right on to the next class that pops up on the channel and keep going. Keep practicing, keep breathing. In either way, I hope this practice serves each of you. As we continue one day at a time, it is so nice to share this experience. Let's keep supporting each other. Right? I say this, hey, if you don't know where to go, if you're not sure what to do, but you know that this channel and this class exist, turn it on. As long as I have the ability to turn on my camera, right, we'll be here putting out a class every day. Very important. So much love to all of you. Have a great day, and I'll see you tomorrow. Namaste.